Hello, everybody. Welcome to another great episode of Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed, coming to you with more great whiskey. Woo, man. On this channel, I do whiskey, but I do everything that has anything to do with alcohol and a world-famous Sunday morning coffee review. And I broke it down in that playlist, so it's so easy for you to find in categories and subcategories. And I challenge everybody to check out that playlist because I am proud of it. Furthermore, the first comment of every video is pinned and always has a link to the playlist that pertains to what I'm reviewing. In this case, an American whiskey, right? It says Kentucky whiskey because it's made in Kentucky. Kentucky sour mash whiskey, Shenk's, all right, Homesteads. It is a Michters product. Check that out. All right, check it out. Now, before we get started, I got to tell you who lent this to me. Another VIP of the channel. And you know I got a couple losing words for how important these VIPs are. Okay? And you know who they are if you watch the channel. Matter of fact, I'm going to make a list. I'm going to read them off on every video from now on. I mean, you've got all kinds of VIPs, right? We got Jeff Holmes. I donated a lot of whiskey here. Eric Toller, a lot of whiskey. Jacob Jacoby, a lot of whiskey. And now, Big George. Big George has lent me a couple bottles. This is just one of them. What is this Legacy series? This Michters Shenk's. All right, well, let's see. Shenk's Homestead Distillery Sour Mash Whiskey, it's the actual name of this, honors the legacy of historic American whiskey figure John Shenk, who in 1753 founded a distillery that was to become known as Michters in the 20th century. It is made in Kentucky according to the traditional sour mash process, whereby a portion of the previously distilled whiskey mash, referred to as setback, is added to the next batch. This, I'll stop right there, just tell you, kind of like sourdough does bread. This full-bodied small batch whiskey is 91.2 proof. That is 45.6 alcohol by volume. Shenk's is a sour mash whiskey made with a substantial amount of rye. The unique character of this 2022 offering results from our aging a portion of the whiskey in special toasted French oak barrels that were made from 24-month air-dried wood sourced from the Vosges, probably said it wrong, region of France. The exacting toast profile chosen for these French barrels by our master of maturation, Andrea Wilson, highlights fruit, spice, honey, and delicate oak. Now you know a little something about what I'm tasting today, what you're about to view. Did you get this? What did you think of it? Did you try and find it? Was it hard to get for you? Big George lent it to me. VIP to the channel, there's no doubt about it. Not even opened yet. That's great. Told me to open it. And if I wanted to take some samples of it, I mean, what the? George, man. Beautiful. All right. Well, let's open it. Oh, it's a pop heard around the world. Look at the color of it. Look at it. It's dark. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful dark copper penny there. Oh, yeah. Have you ever, and I know you have, taken honey and drizzled it over toast? That's what it smells like. Spicy, a kiss of mint, Kind of getting that faint apple pie out of it, where you got the fruit from the apple, the crust, the spiciness that goes into the apple pie. It's French oak for you. All right, let's end rye. Both of those, throw that character in there. Let's give this bad boy, we're going to do an acclimation sip, and then we'll go in for what I like to call the kill. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, I got a lot to talk about. Oh, I got a lot to talk about. All right. Right off the bat, the amount of sweetness that hits your tongue, which is amazing. Well, I don't know if it's amazing, but it's a high rye in French oak. Spicy, spicy, but yet sweet. It's the first thing when I made that initial face when I first took the sip. I was surprised by how sweet it was up front like that. And another thing, when I took the acclimation sip, I take that sip to hold that whiskey in my mouth for at least 10 seconds to kind of numb the pain receptors so it doesn't burn on the next sip, so I get pure flavor. And what shocked me was I didn't get the burn. So, lack of a burn, upfront smoothness. Right from the get-go. I described the nose. Here's another thing. Not a big wood influence. Not a lot of tannin on the back. Not a lot of wood up front. Just kind of intermingled in there, giving more of, instead of a wood taste, the spicy taste. Which I'm getting some nice spices out of this. That sweetness, that yeah, just a kiss of mint. A lot of spice. Sweetness up front disappears. Dryness on the back. Not a lot of tannin or bitter taste at all. Not a lot of too much wood influence. Not too much at all. Spiciness. Dried fruit. Yeah, that's pretty much what you're getting out of this. It's amazing. So you get that, like I say, that sweetness goes into dry, just spiciness with a dried fruit, and then just disappears into a dryness, kind of evaporates. And any little bit of tannin or wood you might get now is on the finish. After you've swallowed it, you're sitting there. Now that I'm getting that. Very pleasing, very shockingly non-burning. Easy to drink, especially for this 91 point. I guess that's not that high, really is it? It's not low. It's not 80. All right. Well, they did a good job. Did a good job. Beautiful color on it. All right. Well, don't forget to subscribe. Always ask that. I have to. And I'll see you all in the next one. And we'll get ready to do this bomb burgers. Yeah, from Michters. Oh, almost broke my glass. And then we'll do a comparison of the two. What do you think of that? Fun, isn't it? We'll get to it.